everyone, this is Chef Ellen. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to work on a couple of sauces. One is a chermoula sauce from Morocco. It's a fabulous sauce that's made with herbs. You saw some of the ingredients in the first shot here. And the other one is a cilantro lime sauce, which I love on grilled cabbage. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is toast some seeds. I have cumin seeds here, and I've heated up a small frying pan, and I'm just going to quickly toast those to get them fragrant. Now, if I had coriander seeds, I'd also be toasting them, but I don't today. So what we're going to do is just toast up some ground coriander to make it fragrant. And you want to be really careful here. You don't want to burn your seeds, and you can see that they're starting to get brown. I'm going to just add my coriander, ground coriander, just mix those together. And if you were in my kitchen now, you would smell this wonderful, actually you can even see it starting to toast up. So that happens really fast, so you have to be careful about that. And we're going to add that in our food processor in just a moment. Before we put our toasted seeds in the food processor, we want to crush them. So I have a mortar and pestle here. If you don't have that, you can just put your seeds on a cutting board and smack them with a skillet that's nice and heavy. So I'm just getting those in there, and I'm going to just take my mortar and just okay. So now I have my toasted seeds are all blended. Now we're going to add our ingredients to our food processor. We have our toasted crushed spices. I've got red pepper flakes, about a quarter of a teaspoon, I think a half teaspoon of smoked paprika, one of my most favorite ingredients, secret ingredient, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. We're going to put in 2 cloves of garlic, but I want to show you that I have a very large garlic here. So I'm going to say that that's about 1.5 cloves. And I'm going to put another half in there. We don't want to overdo it. Once again, if you put too much, you can't take it out. So make sure. You can always add more garlic if you want it. I'm going to put in, I think this is a 1/4 cup of lemon juice and zest, about 3/4 of a cup of olive oil. I'm going to leave a little bit out just to make sure. I'm going to do a little blitz in the food processor. There we go. All right. Now we just have to put our last few ingredients in. We've got a cup of parsley. Again, wash it well. And I wanted to tell you that I took the stems off. So these are the stems that went with my parsley. Save these. You don't have to throw them away. You can save them, freeze them in a little Ziploc in your freezer, and use them for stock when you make a soup. I've got a cup of cilantro here, stuffing that in. And then I have half a cup of mint, fresh mint from the garden. All right. I'm gonna zap that. Got a little something stuck there. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more of that olive oil. All right. So this is your chermoula sauce. It has a bit of body to it and a lot of flavor. On to the next one. Now we're going to make a spicy cilantro lime sauce. We've got about a half a cup of, maybe a little bit more of cilantro. Stuff that in, again, well washed. I've got a little bit more than a quarter of a cup of lime here. 2 cloves of garlic. I have some chipotle pepper here, about a half teaspoon. About a half teaspoon of maple syrup. I love maple syrup. I usually substitute maple syrup for sugar in recipes. And we've got a teaspoon of fish sauce. Sorry, vegans, this is fish sauce, or vegetarians. Fish sauce has anchovies in it, but it's fabulous. It really is. If you can handle it, it's really delicious. We've got a quarter of a cup of olive oil and a half teaspoon of salt. Okay, so we're just going to blitz our sauce. This is a more liquidy kind of sauce than the last one we did. And if you're a cilantro lover, I think I mentioned that, you will love this. So let's take a look at the two together. So we have our 2 finished sauces. We have the chermoula sauce from Morocco, which has all of that smoky, herby flavor in it, and this slightly thinner cilantro lime sauce. So I like to use a cilantro lime on grilled cabbage. Maybe grilled cabbage sounds really strange to you, but I've actually been grilling a lot of my vegetables lately. And it's really, really simple. You just cut your cabbage into wedges. You put a little olive oil, salt and pepper on it. You make sure the core is still there so the cabbage wedges stay together, and grill it on all sides. And then put this amazing sauce on top. You won't believe how delicious it is. And the chermoula, again, is just an incredible sauce. It's got wonderful umami flavors to it. It's great on fish. It's great to accompany meats, but I love it on vegetables, and it's a fabulous complement or topping to your veggie bowl. You can layer it with rice or quinoa underneath, some roasted vegetables, and put that chermoula sauce on top. Oh boy, can't wait to eat it tonight. So this is Chef Ellen saying thank you for joining me. I hope you join me again, and we'll have some more adventures in cooking. Bye. Thank you for joining. Oh man. Thank you for joining me for these 2 sauces. Thank you for joining me. Oh, this is where I get really crazy.